And what's the situation with Reginald Mitchell Way at the moment?
The situation at the moment is we're in discussion with the council to try and hopefully get some traffic calming measures or a few more police checks done to try and calm the speeding problems on Reginald Mitchell Way. Because in the summer it's especially worst with the motorbikes that run up and down the road. It tends to get a bit used like a racing track, and the noise levels do get quite bad.
How about accidents in the area? Has there been any? Or?
There's been quite a few accidents. I can't remember off the top of my head the amount, but what we get told from the council all the time is until there's been 3 serious incidents going into fatalities, etc., then we're not entitled to any traffic calming measures, which seems quite crazy really. It's just a case of constantly battling to try and get them to change their decision on this and hopefully get something to make it easier for the residents to get in and out of the estate, because it's quite blind when you come around the roundabout, and also trying to get out of the estate is, you don't get much sighting distance, and if the cars are doing in excess of 40 mile an hour, by the time they see you, they've got no chance of stopping. There has been a couple of one particular incident with a resident where the car ended up on its side, if I remember correctly, due to them not being able to stop in time. So it's things like that. We just want to make it so that it's safe to go in and out of the estate.
And I believe you helped set up traffic lights, encourage them to set up them on the road.
Yeah, the pedestrian crossing at the top of Reginald Mitchell Way, when we first moved to the area, and it's one thing we realised, how do people get across Reginald Mitchell Way? So I got in touch with the council, and it took about 18 months to 2 years to finally get something done about it, but thankfully it's now there. But it did take a lot of work, and there was kept on getting the response about things cost money, which everybody understands. Things cost money, but also there's it's children's lives at the end of the day, and surely that should be more important.
Do you think the council listened to your fears?
At first, no. It wasn't until I can't remember the gentleman's name, but when he said the money has disappeared, I asked him to come out and show the parents how to cross Reginald Mitchell Way safely, and that's when he suddenly decided, well, actually, you could have the crossing now. But it wasn't until I wanted them to come out and experience it firsthand that things finally changed, and they were prepared to help out on the matter.
So there's a lot of strong feeling in the area about it?
There was an awful lot of strong feeling, and it also helped with, we got all the local schools involved in the fight as well, and they produced a lot of information regarding on where the pupils are coming from to assist with the case that a pedestrian crossing is needed. What we did want though is one at the top and another crossing at the bottom, because a lot of the children do actually not go up to the top, because as you know, you've got 2 sides of the estate, and there is a walkway up behind the Churchill's factory, and the council said, well, it's not a proper, we don't class that as a way to go to the schools, so we're not prepared to put a crossing in there. But it seems a bit crazy. So down the bottom of the estate, they'd have to walk all the way to the top of to the high street, to cross the road, and children don't always like to walk any further than they have to. So I think that's going to I think along with the roundabout, I think we're going to have to start try and get another crossing further down Reginald Mitchell Way, especially now that they've started the Chatterley Valley all being developed. It would be a good idea to have another crossing put in.
So how does that tie in with your hopes for the future? Do you think that that's the way forward, putting a crossing in, or would you like to see speed cameras perhaps?
Speed cameras would be excellent, especially to help reduce the speed of the traffic coming down from the high street down towards the A500. It'd be an excellent idea. I think another thing would be is to somehow make the visibility a bit better on the roundabout, so maybe it's a problem. The drivers coming down Reginald Mitchell Way, maybe they're finding it a problem at the same time, that they can't see people, but they don't know how to raise their concerns on these matters. So along with speed cameras, make it some way better visibility for people to see. And also, if there is another pedestrian crossing put in, that is another way of helping reduce the speed in traffic calming as well. Because when the lights are red, hopefully, people should stop at the pedestrian crossing. So that will assist in the matter also. But again, we're just going to have to, hopefully, the more we talk to the council and show them that we do need action on this, they might hopefully listen to the concerns of the residents and get things done.
So at the moment, do you think people's lives are at risk if nothing else is done to improve the situation?
I think there is going to be a serious accident there, because it's, especially when we had the snow and ice, trying to get out of the estate, you couldn't get out. You were sliding onto the roundabout, and the amount of near misses people were having, I think it will come to it. There will be a serious accident, and then it will count to one of the statistics. And it's crazy that things rely on that there has to be these accidents before any work gets done. Surely it should be a case of, right, we know there's an issue there, we do the work, not waiting. It's like shutting the door after it's bolted, and it just doesn't make sense at all. And I would love to see action done before some resident or a child, it doesn't matter who it is, have action before it's too late, really.